Come one, come all to Stories on Plate as we read some great stories to you. A plate of variety of stories such as fairy tales, fables, short stories for children, all will be served to you. I have not written these books, nor do I own these books. I am reading these books to create interest in reading among children. This will help kids improve their listening skills and also learn to read. Hello, my story friends. Let's read The Island of Baloo by Daniel Errico. The Island of Baloo was originally published in the year 2011. The author of the story is Daniel Errico. The illustrator of the book is Courtney Zezin. Follow two young explorers on a rhyming adventure that takes you across the sea to the mysterious island of Baloo. You will meet the king and queen, dance with the locals, and even find out where Bumberry Goo comes from. The only problem is finding your way back again. A short and whimsical bedtime tale for the explorer in all of us. Have you sailed to the island of Baloo? It's something that all great explorers must do. 10 years ago, I set off with my crew in search of the island of Baloo. The waves on the sea made me wish that I flew to get to that island of Baloo. The path on my map led us slightly askew, and we sailed every ocean before we were through. But when we arrived, it was then that I knew that all of the stories I heard must be true. The water surrounding it shone a bright hue, a magnificent color like no other blue. A sign made with vines held together by glue stood on the shore reading, "We welcome you." King had arranged for a great big to-do, and the queen herself shouted the loudest, "Woohoo!" The Bumbumbalites gave us bowls of their stew, which they made from the roots of the great Bumbadoo. The food could have fed 702 at the feast on the island of Baloo. Our drinks were quite tasty, a tropical brew. If you ask what was in them, I haven't a clue. Served us desserts made with Bumberry Goo as we danced to the tune of the didgeridoo. Boo, boo, ha ha ha, boo, boo, ha ha ha. We all thanked the king for the party he threw. Of course, not forgetting to thank the queen too. From their palace, they showed us the wonderful view, and we saw all the fields where the bumberries grew. As gifts, I gave both of them gumballs to chew. When they asked me for more, I had only few. So we hopped on the ship where we kept a whole slew, but it got carried off when the northern wind blew. Island has waited to be found anew, while I searched for someone to give the map to. And now I have decided to pass it to you to discover the island of Baloo. The island of Baloo is a bedtime tale about discovery with an ending to encourage the explorer hidden within us. Glossary: Explorers, a person who explores a new or unfamiliar area. Island, a piece of land surrounded by water. Askew, not in a straight or level position. Magnificent, extremely beautiful, elaborate or impressive. Vines, a climbing or trailing woody-stemmed plant related to the grapevine. Stew, a dish of meat and vegetables cooked slowly in a liquid in a closed dish or pan. Slew, turn or slide violently or uncontrollably. You have enjoyed the story. Please like the story and subscribe the channel Stories on Plate.